Let's talk about standard operating procedures. Having standard operating procedures helps make your service stand out, and it helps to navigate problem solving when things arise. When you establish standard operating procedures, much like boundaries, it will help you to be a successful snugglist. So let's talk about something that we want to maintain consistency about that maybe seems silly, but it's actually very important, and that is appearance and hygiene. Coming to a session clean and smelling good is really important. Imagine being close to somebody who has a pungent odor or something that is bothersome to you. That would be really difficult to maintain focus. And we request the same thing of our clients. So think about coming to your session clean, but also don't put on tons of perfume or body spray or smelly hairspray or deodorant because those smelly things can activate allergies in people, and that can be really uncomfortable. Also, when it comes to your appearance, you need to be clean, comfy, and covered. So when I was first snuggling, I created a uniform of a tank top with a jacket so that I'd have layers that zipped and I could take it off without having to do this because we're not in the business of arousing our clients unintentionally or intentionally. And I would also wear yoga pants. Well, one of my clients noticed and they started wearing their own comfy pants because they wanted to be comfy too. Also, I highly recommend avoiding shirts with logos or screen messages on them, things that can cause conversations that are not in our purview. We're not there to promote a business, we're not there to promote any ideas. You are neutral ground. So, no politics, nothing that's going to lead into a discussion that causes contention in a session. I prefer to have a plain shirt on or to wear a Snuggle Buddies brand shirt to a session. When you are booking an appointment or speaking with a client on the telephone, you should have a standard greeting when answering the phone. Be attentive to your client. Keep it short. Only use phone calls to book appointments or have clarity for upcoming appointments. When you're conducting a client consultation, it's an opportunity to see if it's a good fit between you and a client. And this is where a client will get more information about the service because they often want to hear firsthand from someone how it's going to go. So have a concise way of sharing what they're signing up for and what's special about a service with you because you're an individual and clients will pick the snugglist that they feel fits best with them. I often tell my potential clients that I can serenade them and sing to them in a session. Go over the consent form when you're doing the consultation and the standard operating procedures of a session so the clients feel more at ease. And this is boundary setting time. This is the time to bring up anything that is a no-go in a session with you. When clients know exactly what to expect, they're more at ease and also more likely to book. When you've booked that session, there are a few things you need to do. The first thing you need to do is make sure the client contract is signed. Make sure they've read it and gone over the important details. Again, boundary time. Go over what's okay and what's not okay in a session. And even if you think, yes, they've read it, if there are things in that contract that are specifically important to you, go over them again. Before you begin the session, make sure you get payment from the client. When you're in the app, it will tell you if the client has paid for the session. If they paid, you can just go ahead and jump into the session. If they have not paid, you need to collect payment either from cash or have them go into the appointment and pay online. For your personal safety, you need to check in before and after a session. So you need to have your safety contact, let them know that you are at the appointment ready to go, and then also contact them shortly after the appointment ends so that they don't call the police and have them come to your session and interrupt because you didn't contact them. It's for your safety and for the client's safety. Also, sometimes clients will extend a session, and it's important that you let your safety contact know. I'm extending the session by an hour, so it's okay to say to a client, cool, I need to collect payment for the extended session, and also let me send a quick text to my safety contact. You can end a session at any point if you feel like your personal safety is in jeopardy. If you get into a situation where your safety is compromised, you need to have a safe place to go. Know where you're going to go, get there, and call 911. Also, for standard operating procedures, it's really important to have a good self-care routine. You need to be in a good headspace to conduct a session. To be there for a client, you have to be there for yourself first. Have a routine for grounding yourself Have a routine for grounding yourself before a session. Have a support system. Other Snugglists are an amazing resource for this. And do everything you can to prepare for a session because sessions will take a lot out of you. And boundary setting can be difficult. Giving someone so much of your energy and attention is draining, so have healthy ways to restore yourself afterwards. I highly recommend doing something that gets your body moving because you'll be sedentary for a very long period of time with a client. Sometimes body parts get stiff and you need to move them, so I like to go hiking or dance after a session. Also, all of these procedures are important for having a successful session for you and for your client. So make sure that you have established these routines for yourself and that you know exactly what you're going to do.